Vaccine restrictions. They are now starting to deny access into places if you're not fully vaccinated, or some places are saying at least want the first shot.
Like what? Walmart?
No, not here, but like in other states.
Did y'all see that rioting and protesting in Melbourne?
Yeah, I did see that.
The construction workers.
That shit wild, man.
Because of the vaccination.
And I heard Delta fired like over hundreds of people for not being vaccinated.
Yeah.
That's airport shit, though. I could see that.
Oh God, I don't want to speak on this.
Go ahead.
No, I really do want to stay out of this one because bro, because guys, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave it alone.
So no, but how do you feel like, because obviously it's getting to the point now where we all suspected they were gonna start taking away privileges like work. You can't go to events or whatever without the vaccination. So how does that fare?
It's a scheme. I'm gonna leave it at control. I
agree with it. It's control, whether it's good or not.
All they got to
do. My question is, play devil's advocate. I'm old enough to remember you couldn't get certain. You had to get certain vaccines to even go to school. So how is that different from now?
Go ahead.
Okay. That's true.
You did have to get it.
And I guess my counter to that would be: has it been publicized like COVID-19?
Yes, chickenpox.
Oh yeah, true.
So we had to wear masks.
Nigga, you can die from.
Okay. Listen, I'm saying, was it publicized as much as COVID? Honestly,
chickenpox actually.
If you remember,
hepatitis B and C and all that stuff. Yes.
Were you forced? As an adult, were you forced to take these shots?
You have to get the shot. If you don't get the hepatitis,
were you forced? Were you fired from your job to take these shots?
You couldn't go to school.
Listen, I didn't say nothing about
That's
school.
What I'm talking about. I'm talking about school.
No,
we was too young.
We were talking.
We don't know about none of that. Well, you can't go to school if you ain't got them shots.
But I'm saying people was going to work without taking those shots, right? That's what I'm saying. I really don't want to get into this, man. Cause
how you know they weren't able to go to work?
Different time too.
Do you remember anything like that?
Do you?
I'm saying I don't. That's my
so
point.
What are you talking
that's
about?
my point. No,
what are you talking about?
I don't remember nobody ever saying like, "Oh, I had to get my chickenpox shot. I couldn't work in McDonald's today." No,
you said they said I'm talking about for school.
They went in there like they help on. About what?
School. You obviously, if you couldn't go to school, you obviously had your chickenpox shot before you even can start working. What are you talking about?
Listen, you know what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
I think he talking about the adults at the time.
How do you know though?
Was it mandates for as far as?
But do you know it was a mandate?
As travel restrictions? I'm asking you. Because
I don't know.
I'm saying I don't remember anything like that. That's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't all the.
No, that's the point. How you gonna remember some shit you don't know? You look up some shit. Look it up.
Let's look it up.
I'm talking about school. I'm talking about school. You had to get those shots to go to school.
Oh, it is okay. I just got some information because somebody's watching.
That was fast.
It's mostly it was mostly affected children, not adults. So therefore, it wasn't a universal disease, like in the sense of like you would rarely catch an adult catching it. So that's why kids. No, that's why kids had to get it. It wasn't mandate for everybody in the world.
So it's
to
okay.
get it.
It's okay to vaccinate kids and not adults.
If it affected that,
okay, COVID-19. COVID-19 affects everybody. So what? We shouldn't get the vaccine.
I'm not saying. I'm saying it shouldn't be restrictions on like somebody should lose their livelihood because they feel they don't need the vaccine. They're forcing you. They're taking your livelihood over something you.
So my kids shouldn't get no education because they get
This is a free country, right? This is a free country, and we have the right to do whatever we want.
No,
right?
This ain't no free country.
Okay, thank you for proving my point again. Why do we have the right if I'm forced to take something I don't want to take?
Joe, you can't even say what you want to say. What are you talking about? You have the right. You can't.
No, I can say what I'm out of respect for this.
No, that's not true.
I
don't care what nobody say. You're not allowed to say what you want to say. I told y'all that before episode 1. Though.
Then again, y'all are proving my prior points on how I feel about this country.
No,
like, y'all are proving my points when y'all say these things, bro.
Let me explain something to you.
I'm with you, but DeeJay.
So why are people losing their jobs over a fucking vaccine that you still can catch the fucking virus? You still can catch the fucking thing. It's like having a
You
weak
less-
ass bulletproof vest on. Like, still gonna hurt. Nigga.
Okay, so what if
Like, come on.
if everybody
Why
got
am I wearing this? I'm still get shot. Like,
if
stop.
if everybody got the
I hate this
vaccine?
stuff shit, bro.
Answer this though. Answer this though.
Stupid, bro.
Answer
We
this.
arguing about this stupid shit.
Answer this
plead the
though.
field.
Answer this.
I plead the field.
If everybody got the vaccine, who gonna catch it?
The niggas that people are still catching it, stupid.
DJ
Nigga,
did it
if
on
everybody got the vaccine, who gonna catch the virus?
People are still catching
Yo,
it.
Joe,
If everybody got the vaccine,
People have gotten multiple
Joe,
shots.
what
you
he is
mad,
saying,
bro.
what he's saying is if we all took it, everybody took that hoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then who would spread it is what he asking.
I plead the field. I ain't saying
Because
where's it gonna come from? Where's it gonna come from?
Hey,
I'm not
this
gonna
is
lie.
my
Where's it gonna come
question.
from?
I just simplified
so
it.
you okay. So what you're telling me is like, let me start to like this then. So if every
Hey, but,
It's the same
for the
argument.
fact, just for the fact
No.
of stating pure facts, even if you take the flu shot, you can still get the flu. So
Which
just
is
because if everybody in the United States
correct.
get the COVID-19 vaccine
still
and the
can get
booster,
it.
you can still get
That's
it.
No,
what
but
I'm-
this
that's
is
what
but
they're-
no, but hold on.
that's
Hold
what
on.
I'm saying
So
in the sense of-
it
I'm
can
not gonna
still
lie, though.
come from anywhere, and anybody can still infect
Which is
anybody.
correct.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is
This
correct.
this low key goes back to my argument.
But I
about
am
the
not
bubble
against
thing.
or for the vaccine. I am not. I am.
Yeah, I'm not saying
playing
do
toe-
what you feel in your heart.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, but do what you want to do.
Because you're a government spot. No, I'm bullshit.
No.
Bullshit.
My thing is though, people get the flu shot,
Yeah.
and you still can get the flu. So why are people so adamant about the vaccine, and it don't make no sense.
Okay, but you're right. The flu has killed way more people than COVID-19, correct? No. Okay, but why? No, but why is that not a mandate?
Hold on.
Why is it not? Why was that not mandated?
Hold on,
bro?
let me moderate real quick.
I'm
It
so
ain't-
mad.
No, it
Why the fuck
has killed more people, but you're looking at it from the wrong.
You looking at it
perspective.
from a time
in a shorter amount of time. If you're going off just time span, COVID has killed more people.
No,
in,
okay,
in,
that's
in
another
amount
thing,
of
bro.
time.
And
I ain't gonna lie.
And I want to talk about. See, it's going too far. But as far as COVID deaths, bro, a lot of them COVID deaths that they're saying. Don't get me. People have died from COVID. I got two family members that have died from COVID. So when I say this, I'm not saying COVID is not real, but it's not as they're making it seem, bro. What they do, bro, and this is actually documented. If you had say you had a COVID like symptom, 28 hours. I believe it's like 20 hours in the time of your death, like in between that time.
Okay.
That's counted as a COVID death.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't die,
Yeah.
you died from something else, but that's counted as a COVID death,
I agree.
and it's a lot of those. And this has been like people are pushing against this shit right now, bro, because like it's not.
No, Joe's telling the truth. Like two
Like,
things, but
that's
two
real.
things can't be true though.
And,
You
and
do
plus,
know
the
that.
hospital gets money off of having COVID related deaths.
Yeah.
So think about the investors in that hospital. What they care about?
Money, of course.
Oh, so he did what before he died? Oh yeah, that's a COVID related death. Let's go ahead and add that up. Like this is all. I'm leaving it alone.
You're not. Both of y'all are right.
I don't
I'm
wanna
just
talk
looking
no
for
more.
who can make their point stronger.
No, I don't care about making a point strong because it's not even about that, bro.
It was somebody said it. Probably best right here.
I just want people to realize how. Oh, shut up, Johvan. I'm shutting up.
All I'm saying is,
Get the COVID shots if you want to. If you don't, I get cool.
all I'm saying is though,
I'm leaving that.
all these things that are killing people that people take, like what's the prescription drug, the Vicodin,
Okay.
all that stuff. People go and get that, and that kills people. And it's just a double standard. Like if you don't believe in it,
Viagra kill people.
all that.
Yeah, man.
If you don't
It can.
if you don't agree with the vaccine, don't get it.
Lord.
I just don't feel like you should bash the people who do get it.
I'm not bashing.
Not saying you.
Oh, okay.
Guilty motherfucker. Don't bash people who get it and don't bash people who don't get it. Like if you believe it works, get it.
Do you believe people should lose their job?
No, I never thought that should be a thing.
It's an in there.
Yeah.
Yes,
it is.
because-
It is. I'm on both sides. Go ahead.
Because all the reason I'm saying that is because I'm thinking of my kids.
Now,
So
Wilson,
like if
go
you
ahead, DJ.
me personally, I got it because I had it and because I did not I don't like the feeling of I was isolated and all that stuff, and I had the potential to give it to them.
Right.
So if it can lessen me getting it, and or however, whatever they say, not whatever, but I did do my research. But if I can try to prevent me from giving it to my kids, I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. So if you work with me and you're like, nah, I'm against it, and nah, I don't want to do it, then I feel like you're not caring about my kids. So yeah, you got to go. That's on me. Like, I mean, that's just me. Like, no, I don't want to be working with you or working next to you if you feel like, because anytime if you don't have the vaccine, you're way more prone to getting it than I am. Yeah. So that means you're gonna catch it. Then I have the potential of getting it as well, which means I have the potential of getting it to my kids.
Hold on. Let Brian make his point first.
He pretty much said it.
Go ahead.
So even if I'm wearing my mask, I'm working with gloves. Even though I don't believe in masks either. I want to put that
before
out
you say that.
I don't believe in masks.
Before you say that though, the reason I'm on both sides of the fence because you can work in high risk situations, like people at the airport. FedEx. Or like people at FedEx or stadiums and stuff like that, like where you're going to be around hundreds and thousands of people every day. I could understand why they would make it more of a priority to get the vaccine. I get it. I still don't think you should be forced to or lose your job, but I do think it should be highly encouraged for your safety and others. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I respect that, but it's just a bunch of bullshit. But I respect it. But like, I do want to say it again. Like, I really like these masks don't do shit. This is just for optics. This is to make people feel safe. This has nothing to do with safety.
I never wanted to get on that.
That's another good point.
Do you like, bro? There's so much stuff they get through that fucking mask,
and not just the mask, bro. Like
particles
you're using your hands.
Like that's what I'm saying. Bro.
Use your hands are still free.
Mask is just.
But you gotta look at like we don't know what when COVID. Let's be real. When COVID hit, no one knew what the fuck it was, so they was just throwing that.
DeeJay on fire tonight.
No, I'm saying
nobody.
I know.
Nobody knew.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
they said when they came, they don't know what the fuck. Okay, throw your mask on. Throw these. They damn near if they want to put up.
They said we didn't need masks.
Joe, they could have put us in bodies.
DeeJay saying it's such a new disease that
they didn't know.
We're just trying to figure out how to deal with it.
If they would have said put a suit on, they would have said put a suit on to prevent this shit.
Right.
That's how much they didn't know what the fuck was going on. That's why, and that's to this point about this vaccine. They finally got something that's lessening, so they're trying to. We need to slow this shit down. So y'all need to get this vaccine so we can slow this shit. Because if y'all don't, it's going to continue to spread.
And see, like to backdoor though, I feel like though at the same time, that's kind of like the same reason why not, because. Like I said, I'm not with or against it, but just to point out for both sides, it's like, okay, you're telling me that something that I have that you don't know is gonna make me react. I may or may not show symptoms if I get COVID. I may or may not get sick. You know what I mean? Die from COVID. But if I take this vaccine, it's gonna make something lessen that may or may not happen to me. You know what I mean? Like, how can you say that? You know what I mean? Like that's that. But how do you study something that you don't know is gonna happen?
They've been testing this on hundreds of people.
But that's like me giving you some Advil and say, man, this may or may not make your head stop hurting. But I got this Advil Plus. If you take this whole, you know what I'm saying, it's more likely to may or may not make your. You know what I'm saying? That don't make. You get what I'm saying?
That's the same thing though. That's the same thing. Like with a headache. If I take an Advil, if we both got a headache, and your headache go away for the Advil, mine don't, and I gotta take some stronger shit, the Advil didn't work for me.
But you would already know that though. You get what I'm saying? With the vaccine, we don't know that because you don't even know what the disease is.
We won't know until we test it though on ourselves.
Exactly. On what? The whole United States?
We're gonna test it on ourselves. That's what I'm saying. When you took an Advil for the first time, your mama told you this was gonna knock your headache out, right?
Yeah, but that's because she knew, because she took it, and then the person before her took it, and you know what I'm saying?
So how you know it was gonna work on you? You just listen to your mom.
But that's what I'm saying. This was already proven that this most likely works. There's nothing to prove that this most likely works.
They tested it on hundreds of people, Airrick.
But you DeeJay, you're not getting what I'm saying. You can't test me for something that you don't know if how I will react to it. You get what I'm saying?
With Advil, that's the same.
But you know I have a headache, and you know you have to solve that. So you can't test me for, all right, well we gonna make this not make you hurt some more. We gonna make this not make your throat sore because you don't know if I will react like that. You get what I'm saying?
Just listen. You know, this is what I'm trying to say. Advil, COVID-19. When Advil first came out. Oh, we got the newest product on the block. This gonna knock your headache out. No one knew that till they had to go buy that shit. This is the same thing. COVID vaccine. We're gonna push this out. Y'all need to go get it. It's gonna prevent or lessen the symptoms. No one gonna know until you go get the damn vaccine. You know, the first vaccine, and then this. Sorry, Brian. And to this point, they put out one. As you know, they put out first vaccine. Oh, this is supposed to prevent it. Yada yada yada. Oh wait, we need a second one because obviously the first time people were still getting COVID. So you need to go and get a second one at this amount of time, and it's gonna lessen your chance of catching it, or it's gonna lessen the chance of you getting system. They're still testing this stuff.
Okay, well, using that same analogy, just to play devil's advocate, using the same analogy, if I don't have a headache, I'm not gonna go buy Advil.
Yeah.
So I can't go to the grocery store because I didn't buy Advil?
Yeah.
I don't have COVID, and I don't go get the...
If I don't take this shit.
If I don't get it...
Or vice versa. You got a headache? Oh, you can't go to work. You didn't take no Advil?
To flip that...
You know what I mean? Like...
Flip that. Saying, headaches are not proven to be deadly.
But they can, and at the beginning they didn't know that. You can go look that up.
COVID.
Now, when people had headache, they automatically thought that was
how is it not deadly when it's a symptom of COVID? Right?
No, he's talking
about headaches in general.
No, because they were using the analogy of Advil being the same.
I'm saying, how did we all how do we as a society know that this is going to cure headaches? Like we had to get to the point.
Headaches. I don't know the history of headaches.
Yeah, no, it's not the same. It's just an example. It's just
I know. I can go to sleep and wake up and it's gone. Yeah. But COVID, I woke up and I still was sick.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's not to compare the two. It was just an example.
So, and when I say the things I say, I want to reiterate, like, I'm not trying to be insensitive. Like, if you're going through it, like, all love and respect to you. What I'm saying, I just feel there's a bigger agenda to this COVID thing. There's a lot of things that don't get talked about. There's a lot of things that people are...
You had COVID, hey?
No, and
you could tell.
No.
I have.
This shit hurt.
When I say this, I'm saying like I'm not speaking on my relationship between me and Airrick. I'm speaking on. I feel there is a bigger agenda to all of this. Like there's things like that people don't talk about, like certain medicines that cure. I mean that have been shown. There are studies on these that you can't even speak about on public airways. That's crazy. Why wouldn't you want to talk about these things? If you so-called are pushing help, to help your people, why not speak on these things? You defund and demonetize people that say, like doctors, like people have lost their their
career,
their practice because they advocate these things. Like that's where.
Well, that just ain't with COVID though. That's what a lot of things.
But some, on the COVID situation, that's why when I look at COVID, I'm like, why are you doing that?
But I want to go ahead and clarify that I agree with you, but I also understand why DeeJay is saying the things.
No, I'm not. I never said DeeJay is wrong.
I understand the companies that are pushing people to get the vaccine.
Yeah, well, let me skim on how I feel about it just to her, because like I said, I don't want to get too deep on it. I just want to say I feel like that people should be vaccinated if it is going to help against fight of COVID. But to me, where my problem is, where it comes about at the whole thing, is just the whole where we do it as humanity, and I feel like just by default it came from humanity. When we banish people or bash people for not doing something, that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, because in the back of our mind, what you not knowing you really doing is you making them not want to go get it more, or you making the people who weren't gonna get it, like you making them feel ashamed, like, okay, I don't want to get it now. Like, I don't know if I want to get it because you done made me, such an outcast or such a black sheep for not getting it. You know what I mean? You can't do that. Like, it should have been, like, I feel like it should have been delivered or put out there as more of a warming thing versus.
I think it's just because people didn't get enough information about what is being put.
And that's kind of what I'm saying. It's just like make it look good for me. You know what I mean? Don't
they're pushing it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like an Advil commercial. You know what I'm saying? That hoe come on, you happy as fuck.
Just make it look
good.
You're not gonna buy that shit.
You know what I mean?
But
this nigga feels amazing running with his dog.
What's going on, everybody? Behind the scenes, Lyndon here. Just wanted to stop in and tell you guys thank you for tuning in to another clip or new episode of the 5% Podcast. Make sure you drop a like down below and leave a comment. Let us know how you think we're doing or what topics you want us to discuss. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at the 5% Podcast, as well as like and follow on Facebook for weekly live streams every Friday at 8:30 p.m. See you next time.